We're going to be doing a Bricklay perm wrap. We are going to start with purple and alternate purple and white. We have gone from the balance point to the top of the ear on both sides. This section is going to be going forward. This section from behind is all going to be wrapped towards us going back. So we're going to start in the back section. We are going to use a bookend wrap. Palm up. Make sure your ends are nice and smooth. Add some water. Take a full-size purple. Make sure you're smoothing those ends out. Wrapping it down on base. Holding on the side with the elastic. And going across. And then to do your Bricklay pattern, center of the purple one. Going around to the parting on the side. So to that line that is going to the top of the ear. I'm going to smooth this section out. I want to move with the head. I do not want to stand in the back because I'm going to have this drag over here. So I really need to position myself so I'm out from the head this way. So I'm moving over to the one side. Again, up and away, bookend, palm up, making sure my ends are really nice and smooth. And I'm going to put my white perm rod in, making sure I can see those ends that they're being wrapped nice and neatly. Wiggle my tension. Hold it on base, hold it at the side with the elastic, and go across. I'm going to proceed to the other side. Same thing over here, going to the parting, which is to the top of the ear. I'm going to hold this straight out from my section. Bookend wrap up, smooth it out, and putting a full-size white one in here and wrapping it down. Nice smooth tension, hold on the side with the elastic and go across. So what you can see is you've got one in the center and then this one is curving and this one's curving. So it's not square. You have to go with the round of the head, move here, move here. Now we're going to go purple right in the center. And then we're going to proceed to the next row. So the next row, I'm going to go in the center of the purple and I'm going to do my full-size white going across. I'm going to pick this up in the next section down here. So don't worry about that little bit there. I'm going to go over to here. I'm going to take this white one. And again, might be smaller at this end and more of a diameter at this end. Up it down, making sure I'm aiming for the center with my tension, holding on the side with the elastic, and going across. I'm going to not complete a little bit here, a little bit here. I'm going to go back into the center. I'm going to go purple. Even though this is a little like this, I'm going to go straight across. So it might be really skinny right here. Straight across. I've got a diameter here. I've got a diameter over here. And I'm going to pull this up. Okay. I'm going to go do the other side. So again, my white row only went to here. It did not go all the way to the line. The purple is going to go all the way to the line in the next row. So again, I've got my purple row. I need to go into the center of my purple. I'm going to go this way and I should be able to get a full-size white in here. I'm going to move the head so I can be standing right in front of that section, making sure I've just got a blocking. Don't worry about what's left over. That can go into the next row. Holding on the side with the elastic and going across. So don't worry about that little bit there. I'm going to go over here, center and out. This on the side with the elastic. Go across. Don't worry about this little bit. I'm going to get that in the next one. I'm going to go back to my center. I'm going to do my purple first. So it's just tilting up to get that hair in there. So again, it's not straight across. It's angling this way to go with the round of the head this way. So I'm going to take this hair out straight. Is okay. So we've got that. I'm going to do the same on this side. So again, I don't want to go straight because that would be dragging this hair too much. I really want to tilt that hair this way. So I'm going to go in, angle it this way, go straight across on a slight angle. I'm going to move that head so it comes towards me so I can wrap. So I'm going to go straight out from that part. Start, go with my white right in here. I have a little bit left over. I'm going to grab that in the next row. So I'm going to go in the center here. This is going to be purple. And there is the back. See to the front, we're going to turn her around. So again, this is what the back looks like. You've got the top. You should see alternating rows, purple, white, Might not make it all the way to the side. You can see that it's purple coming around here and the white is more in the center. Again, you think about the head is round, so it's got to pivot a little bit. It's not going to be straight down. So as you're wrapping, it's moving slightly this way. We're going to move to the front. I want to start with white, and very similar to what I did here. I did white, white. I'm going to do white, white starting this way because I want it to curve. So I'm going to go in the center of the purple, and I'm going to tilt it slightly on an angle. And I'm going to get it to sort of mimic what I have in the back. So one white is going this way. I'm going to take my end paper, smooth that out, wrap into the head form. So I'm tilted on an angle and get it to stay in, tension right in the center, going across. And then I'm going to move to this side. So same thing over here. I'm going to go on an angle to the center, add a full-size white one right in here. Wrapping to the shape of the head, making sure my center of that rod hits the head form first and then go across. This is what the front starts to look like. So in the back, you have these two white and then purple. Now starting in the front, you have two white, and we're going to do purple right in the center there. Going right in the center, purple. May not have room to do a half size and a half size, so I'm going to tilt it because I do want it to turn. So I'm going to go right in the center. I'm going to take a diameter. Right here, it's going to be very skinny, and then I'm going to go right to the end over here, so I get to turn it. So it's really sort of starting to go on a diagonal. I'm going to pick up this section here. Put my end paper on, lifting up and away, without those ends. Wiggle your tension, wrap it all the way down and hold it. So hardly any hair there, but a diameter and diameter here, and going across this way. I'm going to turn the other way. I'm going to do the opposite side. Again, look like this. There's my purple rod. I hardly have any hair right where that purple rod's coming through. That's okay. I'm going to comb this hair up, away from me. I'm going to put an end paper on, wrapping that towards me, and using a white perm rod. Then I've done this way. I'm going to go back into the center. I'm going to go one purple right across the center. Still not taking too much hair, no more than a diameter, so I don't want to put the bangs in a bigger blocking, otherwise the bangs are going to be loose. These are going to end up coming down like this, not this way. So we really want it to turn, just like we did with the horseshoe wrap, coming in, almost joining into those perm rods there. So right here, I can take this one, I can do a full-size purple right here on the side. So I'm on an angle, coming in this way. On this side, I'm going to also do the same thing. So I'm going to take a full-size perm rod, going up to here. Also, I now have white, purple, just one, then white, and then I did purple 3 because I want it to turn and eventually come into here. So we're going to go back to the front. I'm going to divide that front section right in half. I'm going to go over this way. I'm going to do one white, full size here. Again, using the bookend wrap. Take a whole diameter and length. So I've got enough for a full-size one going this way. Whenever I look at the perm rods, it should always be that it looks like a brick wall. There should never be 2 in a row until we get to the very bottom or the sides, and that's all you've got left to do. You're really trying to zigzag the parting for the end result of the perm. So right here, I've got my purple and then 2 white. I'm going to finish off my sides. So here on my sides, I'm going to continue with the white right here, and then I'm going to do a half size purple. So I'm connecting, and then I'm going to do a half size purple. Right, for me, that's a half size coming around, making sure everything's fitting and there's no gaps in between. I'm going to go to the other side. So there's this side. I'm going to go over to this side and finish this up. So right here, I can take a full size white one. And again, I should just take the diameter, and I'm going to have this left over to put the purple. So I'm going to, and then taking this last section here, this subsection or blocking, and doing a half size purple. Then I'm just going to go around and check, adjust, and pick the rods. Again, picking is just holding the elastics away from the hair so that when you do soften the hair, it is not going to cause breakage. Also, it just kind of reminds you not to crank the elastics down on that hairline, because if you crank that down, when it swells, it could cause breakage. You want to lift it up, keep it away, but it also should not be tight. Wrapped enough perms, they don't use picks, but they know not to crank the elastics down, and they also know not to put too much tension on there, because those two things will cause breakage. So there's your Bricklay perm wrap. You're going to start in the back, purple, white, coming all the way down, continuing to see alternating rows. You're coming to the front, you're going to start doing the 2 white, then purple, then white, purple, ending off with your white in the front hairline, making sure that that kind of goes together on both sides. And there you are. Straight down Bricklay perm wrap.